Sometimes I realize how weird I am, but that's okay. Hey loves, so today we're going to do my current foundation routine. I feel like I have been married to this foundation routine for quite some time now, probably the last few 3-4 months, if not more. I mean, I've switched it up a little bit here and there, but the last few months I've definitely stuck to this. When you find something that works, you just gotta keep going. Just gotta keep going. You guys know what foundation it's gonna be because I'm in love with it, but we'll just say this is the first time that I found a foundation that I really love, really works for my skin. If you guys don't know, I have combination skin. Most of my face is dry and then my nose is oily. But yeah, so we're just gonna jump in and I'm gonna show you what I've been doing, what I've been using, the process I go through, blah, blah, blah. I do like a little bit more dewy skin. I don't know, it looks really dewy at first, but I definitely set things with powder that need to be set with a powder, so you guys will see. Let's just jump in, okay? Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do first, I already moisturized my face. I'm going to just prime my problem areas. So the primer that I have been using on my trouble areas, my oily areas, is the Cover FX Mattifying Primer. This is just the smaller one, especially like in face products or anything. If I don't know how they're gonna work, if I'm not sure, or like this one, I use so little of it that this little guy has been lasting me for forever. So this was like the half size. Anyway, I just take a tiny bit and I just kind of tapped it on the back of my hand. You can't even see it. It was like less than a pea-sized amount. I'm just gonna put some on my nose, in my chin, because it's just my nose area and my chin. And especially because it's summer right now, I will set my primer, which seems weird. And I don't use a translucent powder. I just use a regular powder, but it works for me. I don't know, it works with this whole combination, so do it at your own risk. A lot of people don't like to put any powders on their face before liquids, but we're learning that sometimes it works. So I'm just going to use my Stargazer powder because it doesn't really matter, and I'm trying to use this guy up. Look how we're almost there. We are so close. So I'm just going to put a little bit of powder on that just because I feel like it helps keep my nose matter throughout the day, and a tiny bit on my chin. So now we're just going to move to foundation. I am going to use, I know you guys are shocked, the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation. Obsessed, and I am still mixing Dreamtone in it. So I'm just going to use this foundation. I have mine in RG5 Dynamic. Sometimes I could get away with this probably without the Manic Dreamtone, but not really. I don't know. It's a nice shade. It probably is really close. In a pump of the Dreamtone. It might look a little fair when I first put it on, but once it like adjusts and sits for a minute and oxidizes or whatever, I feel like it oxidizes just enough that like it ends up working perfectly. So let me move this hair out of my face. I'm just gonna use my Real Technique sponge and tap that out. So see, it looks really fair, but I promise it'll work out. It'll work out. I feel like this foundation layers really well too, because I'll go through and I'll put it all over my face, and then I usually go back and put like a little bit that's left either under my eyes or on my cheeks. I like putting it under my eyes because I feel like it's a very hydrating foundation, and just like any extra hydration under the eyes is always good in my opinion. I kind of avoid my eyelids just because this is an argan oil based foundation, so I don't want to add that oil to my lids because it'll just cause them to crease. I mean, you can if you want, but I try and avoid it. Okay, now that I look like paler than anything ever, we're gonna move to concealer. I have been mixing these two concealers. I know that's a little overkill, but it's what I've been doing, so I thought I would share it with you. I definitely, up until the last like month and a half, was just using Shape Tape, but I really am loving this BH Cosmetics Total Coverage Concealer. I have mine in shade 101. I would like it to be a little lighter, but it definitely works, but these two together work really well. I like using both under my eye and then mostly just this one on my lids. I feel like it helps prime my lids, it covers up all of my veins, and it doesn't crease on my lids like sometimes the Shape Tape can. So I did pre-prime my lids with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer. So I put this on before I started anything, just to let it really soak in. But then I cover my lids to actually give them some coverage and really prep them with this concealer. So we're going to put both of these on and blend them out. I always put a ton of concealer under my eyes just because the beauty sponge takes away so much of it. I feel like you have to put a lot to get that good coverage. I only dip in once though, so it's not really that much. I see people who dip in once per eye, and that's even more than I use, but I just have all of my weird places that I like to put it. That's it for the Shape Tape. I'm just gonna put like one good line of that guy. I'm gonna put that on my lids. Cool, so now we're just gonna blend it out again with our sponge. That coverage though, with that BH Cosmetics concealer is just insane. Insane coverage. It's a little thicker than the Shape Tape. The more I use it, I feel like it actually might have more coverage, even though I totally just said I thought the Shape Tape had. Look at me right now. But I feel like they're really close. And depending on how you use it, I think you can actually get more with the BH. It dries really quickly, so you do have to work pretty fast. But with a sponge, you can get it blended out, even if you don't work that fast. I like to put up my nose, of course. I feel like I look so much more pale, or maybe more accurately pale, with darker hair. So I'm just like overly blending it out just because that concealer from BH is so thick that I feel like you do have to blend a little longer, at least to get it as smooth as I want it. I feel like you have to set it faster too than just Shape Tape alone, but that's okay. I'm gonna use my 2 normal powders, which, guys, don't judge me. They're like on their last leg, but I can still get a little bit out. I have new ones of both, but these are still in my makeup bag, so I've just been using them. Keeping it real. I just like to mix those to set my under eyes and my nose area. I feel like the Stargazer sets a little better than the Physicians Formula. I don't feel like Physicians Formula alone will keep my nose matte for very long, but it works great under the eye. So I put both under my eye and then a little extra Stargazer on my nose. Chin. Alright, love, so that is everything for my actual foundation routine for my base. So I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on, and I'm going to film actually a tutorial for that look, and then I'll be right back and show you guys what it looks like with everything else on the face. It helps my skin stay hydrated on the outside and kind of matter on the nose when I do this, and I like the finish. I think that it's smooth. So I'll be right back. Alright, love, so this is what my foundation looks like once all of my makeup is on. I did film this tutorial for this look right here, so you will either see that before or after this video. Again, I don't know which order they'll go up in, but yeah, so this is just the way the skin looks when everything's on it and everything's done. So hopefully you guys liked this video. Please let me know what kind of video you want to see next down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and share it if you could, because it does help me out so much. And please subscribe if you have not already. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. I just have to make a creepy face. I have to do something weird in order to get ready to like actually film. So. This feels extra bright right now, so let's turn this a little bit. Okay. That's just me. That's just me. Excuse me. Wow, Shannon. So appropriate. This hair right now. So I'm just gonna use the Real Techniques. I already forgot what it's called. How crazy do I look? Lana is sleeping in the closet right now, and I wish that she would come hang out with us. My sweet angel. My sweet Dr. Peppers. Sometimes I realize how weird I am, but that's okay. Keeping it real. So I just like to mix those. Sorry, I should look at you when I'm speaking. I just like to mix those. Let's cover up my chin. This is my new. Cover up that chin.